We're back for another round of the TGC Tour's Platinum Tour here on PGA Tour 2K23. Avocados from Mexico Cup. Playing Renasci by Mr. Mayday. We're moving back a tee box from round one. We've got high winds out of the northeast. Fairways firm up to be very firm. We got moderate greens, though, that are fast. So greens are a little bit softer. Greens are still the same speed, however. So should be an interesting challenge. We're going to have to be a little bit more cautious on the drives. But hopefully we can get some good inputs going on our tee shots, on our approach game. Make some good strokes out here today. El Fly Guy, how's it going? So we're actually getting quite a bit of tailwind here. It's moving back and forth, though. It's got to get it up into the fairway. All right. Pretty good swing. Pretty good swing. That'll play. Baby fast. We can live with baby fast all day long. All day long. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Greatly appreciate all of you. The support has been immense. Looking to keep the momentum going on YouTube. If you guys have been enjoying this playthrough or the series of playthroughs thus far, consider dropping a sub. It goes a long way for me. And that's enough of the sellout spiel. Let's hit a golf shot, give ourselves an eagle look, if we can. We're kind of in between clubs here, though. Like, if I give myself full backspin on this guy, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's actually a chance with that. So let's think this out. 4-iron, and get it to about 225. 228 with the elevation. Probably brings it back close to that 220, 224 mark. With the lie percentage. We've got about 9 probably tailing. So 233. And a little bit extra. You might be able to get the 4-iron out into, like, here. If it's short, though, we're going to kick well left. The other option is to try... This is 235. And then the wind takes us and release up the hill. I think we could play this shot. All right, got a little bit fast and a little bit under hit it. We might be taking a longer putt up the hill here. Okay, just we gotta keep. We were a little bit fast on the first swing, faster there. Just gotta keep the swing a little bit calmer than that. So let's take a look here because this is a long uphill. It's definitely more left to right than it is right to left at the end. It's going to be turning up the hill, start coming back. Somewhere out here is where I'm guessing. It's low. It's a good lag putt, though. That's a good lag putt. We'll take birdie on the first. I think that's definitely less likely eagle than birdie on most occasions there. So we will definitely take that. All right, and I think with this shot, we should be able to get this down into the fairway. There we go. That's the swing. That's the swing. We can keep that tempo going. That's going to go a long way for us. $133. Ooh. Okay, so we're a little bit in between clubs here. Drop 18 under. Give her phone number, Maximo. I'm taken. I'm sorry. Maximo's mom. I appreciate the offer. No offense, I'm sure your mother is a wonderful lady though. All right, 225 or 125. It probably gets back to about here. It's the tailing wind. It's the tailing wind that really makes this like such a difficult shot. All right, let's see if this loft is the play. I slowed it. Honestly, that turns out just about the exact same as trying to de-loft the sandwich, except we had loft on it so it rolls back, whereas the sandwich might actually still go a little bit. Alright, so making things a little bit harder on ourselves. That's okay. Oh no, okay, so I took too much off of it. The read is there. The read is there, just left the chip a little bit short from that slope. Am I really having to take driver on the third hole for the par 3? Okay, buddy. Okay. 272, and then the wind is just gonna take us back to here. If we take a driver punch, we're short. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. 272, that's 11 downhill that much. Yeah, we're back in here. And I don't know that we get enough momentum to go up it. So now... Okay, if you were a partial driver, what would you want to do? I think you would honestly rather be out the back, if anything, right? It's that fast. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the play, though. I think this is the play. Honestly. Like, I think this is actually what you want, not even like a, oh, this is just okay. Like, I think this is where the play is just out the back of the green. Making the correction. See, that first one we learned, oh, we need a little bit more roll. That first one we learned, oh, we need a little bit more roll. So there you have it. We'll birdie the Biarritz hole. Bit fast, but that's going to end up being like a straight ball with the fast. And the push there. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? How we doing today? Okay, 170, then you get like 10 in. Diagonal wind. 180, 170. It's uphill, so that plays a little bit less. I'm gonna give just a little bit of D-love, just in case. I thought that maybe that would hang out. to the right. What a bounce, though. What a freaking bounce. Oh, okay. Thank you kindly. We take those. Thanks, Mayday. What a kind gent. So the question now is like, I think 3-wood is the safe play. And run it up. We're gonna have a tougher spot, but I think if you full send this, the bounce could be so far to the left. So I'm taking a little bit of a gamble here. I think 3-wood. Because I do believe that the distance here is still going to be okay. Just very firm fairways scares me. So I'd like to be a little bit flatter and not hitting into the slope. Like, but obviously the trade-off is I would have loved to have had, you know, a much simpler wedge shot into this. Because now we have to play this in a way where, like, you get what? 10, 11 yards extra. Should be out to, like, here, and then the roll. So maybe pitching wedge? Oh, what is that input? Okay, so we're going to be maybe close to pin high and left, and so maybe we could get just like a nice uphill putt. Maybe that was hopeful thinking. Bad on the input there. But there's not a ton of breaks, so maybe this is something readable for us. Maybe this is something readable for us. Swing plane. Swing plane and a little bit of tempo there. Or a little bit of distance control, rather. Okay, that's absolutely not reachable. That's going to be close. It's not as uphill. So I think maybe fully backspin. And getting this over a little bit more to the right gives us just a little bit more green to work with on this pitch shot. Because it's still a tight window, but I do think if you land it a little bit behind... I don't want to give it too much spin, so I gotta try and be careful with this. Good input. It's long, but bite. I'm back a little bit. And just trying to, like... trying to work that out where we don't spin it back too much. And now this is just like, put it on the right edge and drive it home. Alright, so we're chipping away at this round so far. Chipping away at this round so far. A couple of mistakes, but overall in pretty good shape. Now all I have to do is like not start to overthink things, because that's when the tempo misses start to really come. We've had a few fast ones already. Just have to be pretty good with having your wits about you. I think this 6-iron ends up a bit short, but that being said, I don't think 5-iron is the play. I feel like 5-iron brings out the back into play, so... I did not think it would land that softly. I really didn't think that a 6-iron would land that softly. If I knew that, I would play the 5. For sure. Okay, so now this is really about lagging this putt up here. This is really about lagging this putt up here. This feels like it flattens out a bit up top, so... I'd rather put it here. Sit, 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 sit. Okay, not too bad. Chipping away, pun intended. No, not intended, but it does work very well. Definitely not intended, but it does work quite well. So 4 under here at the start. Not too shabby, but like the missed inputs definitely are taking away some of the extra scoring opportunities, you know? So we get about 15 miles an hour of wind here, downhill and in. I don't want to go long. I'm going to put just a touch on the loft here. It goes all right, Mikey. We're 4 under through 7, so not too shabby. Come on, ball. Keep coming left. Ooh, okay. Overplayed the wind just a touch. Do we want to putt this? I don't know. That's a lot of break and, like, not a lot of space. Load it. Okay, so I think I learned something there. Swing plane, I think, versus tempo matters more on the short ones. So that's good to know. Yeah, so like the like 7-8 yard ones, they play about 1-to-1. The tempo starts to play more once you get to like 12 yards and out. But on those short ones, the tempo doesn't really do too much there. It seems like it's really swing plane driven. Okay, I think I have to go 3-wood. I don't really see a way about this otherwise. So 253, 10 in. 243, 240. It's an uphill lie. Feel like with the 3-wood, if you loft it enough, you can get it just kind of into the punch bowl. Like, we're landing right at it, but roll a little bit past and hope that there's enough momentum to come back down. Not a ton. Not a ton. That's tough. I guess I could have full lofted it and landed it shorter, and maybe we would have had a chance then. Hi, this is such a tough putt because I think it's like breaking differently on different parts of the putt. So in order for, we got to work it back from the hole, I think, because in order to make it, we have to get it right at the hole. So let's do that and see how the putt's breaking over that section. I think there's maybe some fake break out to that side. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting putt. I don't really know what to I don't really know what to make of this, so we'll see. Yeah, I tried to make some adjustments for, like, you add extra aim because it's downhill, but then when that extra aim puts you into fake breaks and flat spots, it's a pretty tough time to read anything. Oh, come on, kick back left. That should be back out into the fairway. Yeah, that's really difficult. That is really, really tough. I think on that, once you start bringing that in, I gotta be a little bit more on the gut feel as opposed to trying to math that out. As much as, like, the math helps me. Oh, boy. 201, but then we lose a bit. 197. Wind is down a little. I'm gonna try this. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I am trying to play this. Just stretch this 7 up. Okay, we're hanging a bit more to the right, but we've got the distance, so I was correct about that. I just couldn't commit. I was thinking that with the wind on there, that would blow a little bit more left down the hill. All right, we're just this has too much break on it, so I'm gonna have to Have to feel this one out a little bit more. If you go here, it's gonna ride just a little high. Oh, wow. So you hit up into some pretty strong... So the breakout there is actually, like, even greater than I'm reading. But either way, we're chipping away at some birdies here. As well, we got to 10 and 11, so 6 under through 10. Now, I think we struggled coming down the back last round, so... Hey, good evening, Deuce. Good evening, good evening. Little loft on here, and... Just get this up into the shelf, I think. Underhit it and slowed. So now we need a kick. Okay. So you can see where we're a little bit short there because of that input. But we leave ourselves a 13-footer, so there's a chance at a make here. The day was good, Deuce. I had a golf lesson today, so that was pretty nice. Trying to get good and all that. Yeah, so now I'm like, now I've got things to work on, you know, for the range on. I try and go over the weekend here if I can. Come on, man. Didn't need that. I didn't need that. Oh, come on. Rude. So rude. As much as you, like, can get that way, there's a tree. So, yeah. Ooh, that is a heck of a push. But we'll take the 3-wood down here. Push doesn't matter there, but that was quite substantial. All right, I think the goal is going to be squeezing this wedge out up top here. 12 miles an hour of wind on a gap wedge, but diagonal, so maybe like 7. So I'm going to give just a little D-loft, because I think overall the D-loft is going to put us in pretty good standing. Underhit it. So hopefully the D-loft was too much, but no, the D-loft was on the money, so we're short. Shame that. All right, let's sink this one. We missed the last one from 13. Maybe 20 with a little bit of movement is going to be more our speed. Who knows? Good plane. Come on, all of these are like just starting to miss a little bit more low. So I'm just missing a little bit of reads here. Under reading the brake. Computer crashed and the hotfix installed. Did the game detect that the crash was because of it? And said, I guess I need to fix myself? Maybe it's something that like Steam, when it rebooted, probably noticed. Probably did like a recheck for stuff. Right in between wedges. Right in between wedges. 132, 134. I gotta take 8 yards off. I'm gonna go a little bit extra here, because it should bounce. Little slow. Oh no. It's always... Oh! We actually hit the green. I was going to say it's always the fringe or always the fairway, and then you get the huge bounce, but we actually get that thing to land just on the edge. Get up and in. Get the birdie. Okay, well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes left. See if we can take a few of these. Try and get to at least that 20. That's 10 down. I know, this is dumb, right? You can't drive this, can you? 317. Then you've got wind at the back. You've got elevation. You probably end up not bouncing through. I would say that this more than likely ends as a mistake. More than likely. So we'll lay it up with the 3-wood here. Hopefully not too far, because we still want to stay out of the light rough. All right, flag in the back. Flag in the back. Can we run it up? Creighton, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we land right in there, and we're on a downslope, so we're trying to, I think, get this. I think we're trying to land this into the top of that slope and bounce up. Underhit it. Oh no, we're gonna just... Single fight, that was really easy. Taking advantage of the quick saves. That sucks, man. No, don't celebrate! Don't celebrate that. That's terrible. Don't celebrate that, you fool! You fool, you fool, you fool. This is not celebration worthy. I don't know what it is with these 155s, but whatever it is, I mean, it's 155, so it should play like every other 155 that I've ever played, but I can't come to grips with it. I'm like always, I've been just chronically under in terms of power. 313 uphill, you got wind. I think you can make it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can definitely make it. What am I even talking about? Here I am thinking, maybe we're gonna run into some issues and barely clear that bunker. No, no. No, no. So now we have le chance. Come on. Eagle chip, get us really going. Ah, it died because of the upside. I thought maybe it would release a little more with it being a longer chip shot. We'll take the birdie though. We'll take the birdie. Easy come, easy go. That seems like a dangerous drive. With a tailwind or a neutral wind, maybe not as much. But I fear we could land in here, and I don't know about the kick through. Mayhaps we take that drive over this way? And with the headwind, even though it's very firm, holds it up short of the light rough. Okay. That is definitely the case. So 174 to the back pin here. We've got an interesting predicament. I think naturally this shot comes to like here. The D-loft though, I think can take it long. So I'm actually gonna play a little bit of loft on this. The swing plane, I feel like, is getting further and further to the right. Also, I guess the de-lofted lie didn't really seem to change anything about how that ball flew. Alright, I'm gonna try and play this for maybe a little bit more roll this time. It's gonna come up shorter though and then uphill, so I'm gonna play it a little longer. Didn't play it fast enough, but again, still coming up short, so interesting. We came up short on the first one, we figured it out for the second chip in, and we've been short again, so just having a real hard time gauging distances of how these are going to roll out, just expecting a lot more out of them is really what it boils down to. Looks like the wind's picked up a little bit here, closer to that 14 to 15 mile an hour range. And now we're also going to be playing downhill. Feels like a lot of movement's going to be happening. 8-iron. This ultimately comes down to how the wind plays, because if the wind doesn't take enough distance off of this shot, we're long. But I'm going to trust that this is going to play enough headwind. Well, I hit 97%, so I guess that works too. I guess that works too. Alright, let's see if we can fight to one more 10. I would obviously love to be scoring more than 10 a round out here. But each round, I know that first round was probably our best bet at the big scores, or at least the easiest. So if we can keep pace with the 10s here, I think 40 under is going to end up being like a pretty solid outing. Nothing crazy, but should be like safely ahead of the bottom. We cleared 2 demo marks last week, so we're sitting a little bit prettier. We're not on the verge of demotion with a bad week out here. Now 202, 200. This time the wind is playing a little bit more in. What do we got? Like 13 or so. It's so tough to get back there. I'm gonna hit it stock. It'll probably roll through, but that's okay. Good input. A bit too far to the left. I'm gonna need a kick left or else this is... Okay, I can take light rough. I can take light rough. Heavy rough from here. Heavy rough from here, and we're in, like, real big trouble. Light rough from here, and I think we have a chance. Load it. I went for it. I went for it. Hit it a little bit too far to the right, and the very fast didn't bring it back enough to the left. So I was trying to play it short and roll it that left to right. Just never got it quite in the right spot. So we go 9 under on this round. I feel like we're playing steady. It's like a few inputs here and there putting us out of position. And as you can see from the leaders here, yeah, we shot 9 under. The leaders are in that, like, 11, 12, 13. So we're just a few strokes off. It's a few things clicking here and there, and all of a sudden, we're going to take a big jump. So 2 rounds left. Come back for moving day tomorrow, and hopefully we can do just that. Do some moving.